The following is a product of Studio 42.
Bounds up the middle. He's got a big seam. He's got a first down and more. Look out. 20, 15, 10. Kiss him goodbye. 56 yards for Knox Mounds on 3rd and 10.
From Studio 42, this is Howe Bulldogs football.
Deep down the field to the right side, looking for Strong. Goes up, comes down with it at the 48. He's off to the races.
Howe Bulldogs football is brought to you by Scoggins Funeral Home, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, South State Bank, GC Easy, Sonic of Howe.
Intercepted. Eli Stoner down the sideline.
Also brought to you by Brother Plumber, Rock Hill Investments, MTE Fence, Centurion American, Ed Meacham State Farm, Rapid Electric.
No, Bender's going to pull it out of his gut. He's got a lot of room, and he's got a touchdown. Stick that one in the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Put his foot in the ground, went to the right side, and there was nobody in the stadium going to catch him.
Also brought to you by All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights, TechWave, First Baptist Church of Howe, Kingdom Inflatables, Acres Boat and RV Storage, The Love Cottage.
Knox leaps and bounds into the end zone for a 20-yarder.
It's really the line. When you have 4 cut blocks that leave 4 linemen on the ground, I mean, that's easy work. That's a 75-yarder all day long.
Also brought to you by Howe Athletic Booster Club, Michelle Carney Photography, Texoma Land and Home Team, The Crazy AC Guy.
And with that, Justin White, it is football time in Texas 2025 style.
Now let's open the Rapid Electric tailgate party and join the voice of the Howe Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Yeah! I love winning, man. I love winning. You hear what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
The heavy North Texas storms last Friday night may have damaged the victory light, but when it came time to flip the switch, nothing could keep it from shining in downtown Howe. With that heavy rainfall and flip of the switch, it washed away all of the ugliness that had stained the program recently. Head coach Jake Smith notched his first win as a head coach with a crisp and clean win at Bonham, where the Dogs virtually dominated the Warriors. This week features another team in a higher classification. Raider Man, the senior quarterback, will no doubt run and throw the Bowie Jackrabbits up and down the field, but Howe will have to limit his end zone opportunities to come out with another lit V shining over Highway 5. It's Howe versus Bowie, and it's football time in Texas.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric tailgate party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads and electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
If your home or business could talk, what would it say? It may say it would like some privacy or security. Enjoy the beauty and durability of quality fencing from MTE Fence. MTE Fence is a local company specializing in commercial and residential fencing. MTE Fence ranges from wood, aluminum, and chain link fencing. MTE Fence services all of Grayson County and surrounding areas. Go to mtefence.com or call 903-686-9039 for an estimate. MTE Fence has a passion for connection. We are your connection for quality.
All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights is proud to sponsor the Pride of Howe, Howe High School's Bandsman of the Week. Your hometown Bulldog alumni owned and operated business is here for all your seamless gutter and outdoor Christmas lights needs. Give them a call at 903-819-9183 and let them make your house shine really bright this Christmas. All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights. Give them a call at 903-819-9183. All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights.
This is Bulldogs head coach Jake Smith, and it didn't take me long to get to know where Sonic of Howe is. After practice or games, I like to head down to 105 North Collins Freeway, grab a burger, tots, and a shake. As a matter of fact, I like to say, it's Sonic time in Texas.
Yeah, Coach, that's kind of my thing.
Oh, okay. How about Sonic really brings the hammer down?
Coach, that's kind of my thing.
With Sonic, I'm highly motivated, truly dedicated.
Yeah, Coach, that's another one of my lines.
How about this? It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, Steve here, the Crazy AC Guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get a free furnace with the purchase of a qualified AC condenser coil package. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Let's join Monty Walker with the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight.
This week's Senior Spotlight is Knox Bounds. Knox, when did you start school in Howe?
I started in 4th grade.
Do you remember who your teacher was?
Yes, my homeroom teacher was Miss Beebe.
Do you have any recollections of elementary school in general?
I remember I moved there at the end of elementary school, so I was kind of figuring out, who my friends were going to be and figuring out the Howe system and all that. So, but middle school was fun though.
Do you have a favorite teacher right now at Howe High School?
Man, that's a hard choice. Respect to all my teachers, but it has to be Miss Nell.
She gets picked every week. It's insane. All right, what about a favorite coach?
I don't know about a favorite coach. I love them all. I don't know if I have a favorite coach.
Okay, all right, we'll just say all of the above. Your sophomore year, you broke onto the scene here as a starting running back. What do you remember most about that season?
I remember it being my first year on varsity, and I was scared but also really excited to prove what I could do. And I remember just having fun. I remember watching the seniors do what they do, and I remember it being so far the most fun year of football I've ever had.
So after that year, you transferred to another district. Where'd you go?
I had to go to Frisco. Not my choice. I had to go because of family stuff, but I went to Frisco.
So I think most Bulldog fans are glad to have you back. Did you miss Howe?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I really, really wanted to come back ever since the moment I left.
You're listening to the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight with Knox Bounds. We'll be right back.
If your home or business could talk, what would it say? It may say it would like some privacy or security. Enjoy the beauty and durability of quality fencing from MTE Fence. MTE Fence is a local company specializing in commercial and residential fencing. MTE Fence ranges from wood, aluminum, and chain link fencing. MTE Fence services all of Grayson County and surrounding areas. Go to mtefence.com or call 903-686-9039 for an estimate. MTE Fence has a passion for connection. We are your connection for quality.
You're listening to the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight with running back and linebacker Knox Bounds. What are your thoughts on head coach Jake Smith and his staff so far?
They've really turned it around, and they've installed a new mindset really in this entire team. It's not like past years where you can get away with cutting corners. This time it's really different, and we're a lot more disciplined than past years, and I think it's going to be really different in my opinion.
You had 2 touchdowns a week ago at Bonham. You've got an experienced offensive line. What was the difference last week opposed to opening night versus Boyd?
I think we really licked our wounds and fixed what we did wrong against Boyd, especially that blitzing. And that blitzing, we didn't really game plan for that, and that's what really got us because they were always blitzing at least 2 people every snap. But now we've really worked on that, and I think we've got it fixed up, and I think we're ready.
Senior year, what are the expectations for this team?
Senior year, or my senior year, I expect us to really be competitors in this district. I really, really do think that. I'm not just saying that to say that. I really think we will be competitors in this district as long as we work hard and we go into the mindset every game of this is not just going to get handed to us. We have to work for this.
As a senior, how do you show your leadership on this team?
I really try and install, you're not just going to get handed things. It's about the way you go into practice, the way you lift. If I could go back, to to my sophomore year, I tell myself to just work harder and to not be like, oh, well, coach is just making us do this, trying to be hard. I don't want to do this. I'll skip a few reps. No, you can't do that. If you want to be different, then you got to do things different, really.
In small schools, great players are expected to go both ways. Most people think of Knox Bounds as a ball carrier, but your team is really good when you're on the field on defense. Knowing that, are you able to sacrifice a snap or two to make sure you can be on the field on defense?
Absolutely. I'll do anything that will benefit this team, no matter if it's on offense or defense. So, yeah, absolutely.
Bowie is another team in a higher classification. How do you stop them?
They got a really good quarterback. I see that number 2. I also see his number 1 target, number 12. And trust me, we see them on film, and we know what they're about. And we're preparing for them, and we'll be ready for them.
Did you watch the OU Michigan game?
I did.
How about that?
Hey, hook 'em horns. That's all I got to say.
Tonight's Senior Spotlight has been brought to you by MTE Fence. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100. Who's your local plumber? Brother Plumber. It's good to know someone local and someone you can trust when your home or office drops the ball.
Main line break, 15 yards.
Brother Plumber is plumb professional and serves not only Howe, but also all of Grayson County. And you can save yourself 10% if you mention Go Bulldogs. Visit us online at brotherplumber.com. We'd love to help. Brother Plumber is one call away at 469-968-4487. Visit us online at brotherplumber.com. Remember, Go Bulldogs.
At Grayson Cullen Electric Cooperative, GCEC, we have been around for over 80 years and are governed by 7 principles: open and voluntary membership, democratic member control, members' economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for community. One of our communities is Howe, Texas, and GCEC is proud to support the Howe Bulldogs.
No one wants to talk about losing a loved one. The grief that is put on your family is troublesome. Scoggins Funeral Home strives to make that most difficult time the easiest. We want your loved one to be sent off in the best way possible, with your wishes at heart. Call us at 903-482-5225 or visit our website at scogginsfuneralhome.com. 903-482-5225. Our location on Van Alstyne Parkway makes everything close for your needs. 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home.
Hey, Steve here, the crazy AC guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get a free furnace with the purchase of a qualified AC condenser coil package. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Let's join Monty Walker with the Rock Hill Investments Coach's Corner with Bulldogs head coach Jake Smith.
Coach, congratulations on your first win. It's a night I'm sure you'll never forget, but especially due to the unusual circumstances of the lightning storm.
Yeah, it was good. I guess probably the biggest benefactor of the lightning storm is that we were able to celebrate a little bit longer in the locker room together as a team, because it ultimately is it's about the kids and it's the team factor of it. And so it is a night that we'll never get to forget. And then, the kids had a little celebration. They gave me a game ball when we got back to Howe, and being able to share that special moment with the first group of kids that I truly get to call my own, and especially those seniors, and how they've been able to buy in so well and be able to be a part of that. It's just definitely a night that all of us Howe Bulldogs will never forget.
Did you get any phone calls from coaches maybe in the past congratulating you?
I did. That's the thing that when you know you've got a really tight-knit circle, but you say tight, but it's a lot bigger than what you think it is. All the text messages and phone calls you got, it was nice to see some of those names pop up on my phone, but especially the guys back home in Ennis that have all retired that hold a, soft spot in my heart for them being able to reach out and congratulate me. Really meant a lot.
So after multiple turnovers in the first week against Boyd, your team really looked crisp against Bonham. Talk about that.
Yeah, one thing that we did is that we had about 5 or 6 kids that missed a couple of days of practice out of illness. You got the flu going around and strep throat going around. So we actually had to get into some 10 personnel, and what it forced us to do is be a whole lot more simple on that side of the ball. And we identified something that when we got in a specific personnel group or formation, we identified a specific box that they'd give us, and we kept it really simple for the kids, and they went out and executed, and that's something that we're looking forward to in the future.
The offensive line is where you had the most or have the most experience returning. Not a great showing against Boyd in week 1, but they dominated the line of scrimmage at Bonham. What was the difference?
Yeah, I think that was probably the most bright spot going into fall camp was offensive line because of the 4 kids that were returning starters, but it actually ended up being kind of a disappointment. I think we really lacked being physical, and everything starts up front, and we preach that every single day, and I think that was probably the most disappointing unit against Boyd, and especially that left guard position being musical chairs. But we think we found something in Gavin Snap. He's going to be wearing number 62 from here on out because that 65 was a 2XL and he only fits an XL, which I don't know if that's a good thing for the Howe Bulldogs or not. But I think he solidified that spot for us. But also we shored up pass protection against different looks, and within our scheme, I think we found a unit that can give us some success. But we got a tough outing on Friday night because it's another odd front. I think we're going to see a lot more pressures from them like we did week 1, and especially moving forward with Pilot Point being an odd front, run the 10-1 special. So, but I think that core group of 5 that we have, and then also being able to play multiple kids at the tight end position kind of helped us out.
Maybe Gavin Snap can grow into that 2X one day. Hey, speaking of sophomores, your quarterback starting to look like a veteran here pretty quickly with his reads in the run game and pass game. How good can he be?
Man, as a sophomore, just mentally what he's able to grasp and control, I think sky's the limit with him. Todd Hamill, our quarterback's coach, done a phenomenal job with him. With how much we use him on defense, he's able to get extra reps with Coach Hamill and the JV quarterback with more individual specific, position-specific work, and I think that's done wonders for him. We did what we called ball down period where we teach the kids situational football, and I pick a different coach. Each time we do that, I can have the wide receivers coach call the offense, and I can have the corners coach call the defense. Just trying to teach coaches to be coordinators someday, and then also just teach the kids situational football. And also, if the coaches understand the situation, we got to understand what our kids can handle in that moment. So one thing that I did differently, I had Chris Torres, our starting Mike linebacker, call the defense, and I told Deacon Bender he was going to be the offensive coordinator. We spotted the ball on the 15-yard line. Hey, you got to get a first down. The yard to gain was the 5-yard line. Once you get inside the 5, then we start all over, and you get 4 shots to go score. And seeing a young kid like Deacon Bender call the offense, get kids lined up within under 40 seconds and execute the offense, that told me that kid can handle a lot more than what's on his plate. And so I immediately went to the offensive staff and said, hey, it's time to start putting more on that kid's plate until he proves us he can't do otherwise. Then, we need to continue to progress this offense to where we can be difficult to defend once we get to district play.
You're listening to the Rock Hill Investments Coaches Corner with Howe head coach Jake Smith. We'll be right back. Tonight's Bulldogs football is brought to you by Noble Ridge, right here in Howe, just off Highway 75 at Summit Hill Parkway and walking distance to Summit Hill Elementary. Noble Ridge is our hometown's newest master plan community, featuring new homes from the nation's top builders, plus trails, parks, and family-friendly amenities. Developed by Rock Hill Capital Investments, a trusted North Texas developer with thriving communities in Salina, Sherman, and across the region. Noble Ridge is proud to call Howe home. Learn more at nobleridgetx.com. That's nobleridgetx.com. You're listening to the Rock Hill Investments Coaches Corner with Howe head coach Jake Smith.
Third week into the season, 2 months on the job. Are you starting to settle in a little bit here?
A little bit. 2 weeks ago, I had to go pretty much pack up my whole closet because I got the job so quick here. Kevin Wilson wanted me to start the very next day. So, unfortunately for my wife, being a coach's wife, she had to pack the whole house by herself, but she packed everything but my closet. And I didn't know if that was like an omen or if she was telling me that I'm not going to last very long in Howe. So I probably need to keep my house and my clothes still in Ennis just in case they might need a junior high coach. But so about 2 or 3 Sundays ago, I finally was able to go down there. And then also Labor Day, I went down there and I had a truckload. I looked like the Beverly Hillbillies. I had so much stuff in my truck. So I guess you could say I'm finally settled in now that I finally have everything out of my house. My house in Ennis is sold. So I'm a Howe Bulldog till they tell me I'm no longer wanted to be a Bulldog.
You're at home this week. You had the ice out look to open the season at home. What uniform combination will we see tonight?
We're going to go all black. I think it's something that, like with our new tradition with the black flag, there's a culture within that. And I think just being able to have the ability to go all black. Unfortunately, we don't have black helmets to tie it all in together. But, with that black flag coming out and the kids wearing all black, I think that's something that, they're looking forward to, especially being able to put a good product on the field Friday night against the Bowie Jackrabbits.
For the third straight week, you'll play a team in a higher classification. How does that help you prepare for district play that's around the corner?
Well, you definitely want to play tougher teams, especially teams that show you different looks. For me specifically, we've had to defend several different types of offenses, and that's just going to prepare us for district play. But also, you make the playoffs, you don't know what you're going to run into, and obviously that's the goal every year is to make the playoffs. But playing against teams that, have anywhere between like 40 and 55 on the sidelines where they've got more depth or more platoon, the goal is to hopefully not wear us down and, get us to where like we don't have very much confidence. But you also want to, tread that fine line where you want to go against somebody that has that depth that might be a little bit more as a physical challenge for you to where by the time you get into the thick of it, because we have a meat grinder, the way how our district schedule lines up, there's 3 weeks in a row where it is a meat grinder. And so being able to have non-district play like this against larger classifications, I think it's just more beneficial for us.
Now, Bowie is a tough team. They look really good. They have a quarterback that reminded us of Baker Mayfield last year. I think you said Johnny Manziel. How do you stop him?
Well, I know for sure you just can't pressure them. I know that's what Calsburg tried to do, and I know Calsburg ended up coming away with the win, but they were able to big play them early on in the first half. And so it's one of those things where you got to play gap sound and maybe not near as aggressive as what you are, but you also don't want to change who you are. And, when I was watching the film, especially on Saturday and Sunday, I was, oh my gosh, this guy's Johnny Manziel 2.0. And they got a really good wide receiver, number 12. We told the kids, hey, everything goes through number 2 and number 12. It's Johnny Manziel and Mike Evans in, the early 2000 or the 2010s when A&M was really good. And so our kids have a hyper focus on number 2 and number 12, and hopefully we can continue to do what we've been doing where, it's bend but don't break, probably give up more yards than what I'd want. But, if you're not allowing the team to score, then it's going to give you a chance to win the football game. But our kids do have a hyper focus on number 2 and 12, and we've got some new wrinkles in our defense to hopefully we can combat that and at least slow it down and eliminate explosive football plays.
The Coach's Corner has been brought to you by Rock Hill Investments. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at MrRedInsurance.com.
Anchors with a Z Boat and RV Storage is located 1 mile off of U.S. Highway 75 in Howe, Texas. Anchors Boat and RV Storage is proud to bring personal, small-town customer service to the growing area of North Texas. With both open and covered parking available, locally owned and operated, members of the Howe Area Chamber of Commerce and the Texas Self-Storage Association. Anchors Boat and RV Storage has 20 amp power available and is manager-occupied at 311 Old Highway 6 in Howe. Visit anchorsboatrvstorage.com or call 903-444-2500.
From tailgate to touchdown, South State is here to ensure your financial game plan leads you to victory. With cutting-edge digital tools like contactless payment, digital wallet, and more, your financial plays become seamless and convenient. As your trusted banking partner, South State is committed to supporting you every step of the way, providing expert guidance and dedicated assistance on your financial journey. This is Banking Forward, South State Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Steve here, the crazy AC guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get 0% financing for 60 months for any qualified air conditioning and heating system. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Today's Howe Bulldogs Flux Capacitor is brought to you by the Crazy AC Guy. Now let's join Monty Walker with a time travel through Bulldogs history.
The Howe Bulldogs are 2-7 in games played on September the 12th. Howe beat Bells in 1969 by a score of 26-12, with Howe running back Mike Bennett scoring 4 touchdowns. In 1975, the Howe Bulldogs defeated Princeton 13-7 on this date. The winning score came on a Marvin Cate to Ronnie Davis 8-yard touchdown pass. Howe lost to Frisco 38-0 in 1981 and then lost a nail-biter to Van Alstyne 22-19. Billy Covington had 2 touchdowns in the loss. On this date in 1997, Howe lost at Pottsboro 19-14, attempting to throw 2 passes in the end zone to win the game, but came up unsuccessful. The Dogs lost to Van Alstyne 32-7 in 2003 and lost at Van Alstyne 48-6 in 2008 on this date. The last game played on this date was in 2014 when Howe lost to Lindsay at Bulldog Stadium 21-10. Howe is 1-2 overall in the Bowie Jackrabbits series that dates back to 2014. The Dogs won that initial meeting 38-13 with 347 yards rushing from the slot T. Howe lost the following year 37-14 at Bowie. The last matchup took place a year ago at Jackrabbit Stadium, where Howe lost 41-12 behind quarterback Raider Mann connecting with Tyler Ritchie for 4 touchdowns.
Today's Howe Bulldogs Flux Capacitor is brought to you by the Crazy AC Guy. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Buying and or selling your next home or property should be an enjoyable experience. At Texoma Land and Home Team, our commitment to the personal relationship of each transaction ensures communication you expect, while assuring that we'll be here the next time you need us. We're not a big box real estate company by design. This freedom allows us to be fully at your service. Texoma Land and Home Team, Renee Nichols Broker, 903-818-1645. Texoma Land and Home Team, for all your real estate needs, 903-818-1645.
What's up, guys? It's Ridley Carter. I'm a senior cross country and long distance track runner.
This is Riley McCollum, senior basketball player and leading strikeout softball pitcher.
I'm Dylan Patterson, graduating football player and powerlifter.
I'm Ayla Jones, class of 2026 volleyball player.
We would like to thank the Howe Athletic Booster Club for the support of Howe student athletes and encourage anyone interested in helping to join. Go Dogs!
From tailgate to touchdown, South State is here to ensure your financial game plan leads you to victory. With cutting-edge digital tools like contactless payment, digital wallet, and more, your financial plays become seamless and convenient. As your trusted banking partner, South State is committed to supporting you every step of the way, providing expert guidance and dedicated assistance on your financial journey. This is Banking Forward, South State Bank, member FDIC.
It's that time of year again where our beloved radio guy won't shut his trap about how hot it is up here in the press box. Thankfully, the good people at Baker Air Conditioning and Heating cool this thing down in no time.
Roger, we're dying over here.
Speaking of hot air, there he is. Baker Air Conditioning and Heating has been serving the community of Howe for nearly 60 years. Baker Air Conditioning and Heating is located on Highway 5, and you can call them at 903-532-6255.
Roger!
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
From Studio 42, this is Howe Bulldogs football. You've been listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Football time in Texas is just moments away. Now, with a call of the game, here's the voice of the Howe Bulldogs, Monty Walker.